Alright, so it's rolling. Hi everybody, we're back.
Hello again. Now you get to watch us talk about us beating each other up again.
Yes. So, also we're doing this at our kitchen table. And my kids will probably intermittently or constantly run in and scream. So, or ask for candy, or milk or juice.
I promise they're screaming out of happy and not because anything bad is happening to them.
Yes. So here's my son now. So, we actually have two kind of separate videos we're going to be doing commentary on. First one is really short. It's me getting my butt kicked.
So the premise of this one, Dan, is that I think the last time we all got together, you like really wanted to kickbox. You were like working on your legs and you're like...
Yes.
And so that's what kind of led up to this.
I have horrible legs. I do not kick well at all. My boxing's a lot better, but as you can watch here, I can kick them in the ankles and the knees.
And elbow me in the head.
And elbow him in the head. I do a lot of those oblique kicks because it's the most proficient height I can raise my leg to and actually know what I'm doing. Once I go above a waist kick, it's kind of like I'm just chucking my leg up there and wherever it lands.
You're talking to.
Oh, we're recording it, bud. So you'll see I'll do those oblique kicks.
A lot of spinning back kicks with this.
Yes. I always just try to change it up a whole lot, just try to keep Greg guessing more than, because my kicking isn't proficient. And this is, I think, the last video we did, I talked about I'm training my kicks more.
Probably.
Here's a week and a half of me stretching and kicking. This is what I get.
Now for me, this is like my favorite. Kicking is what I like to do. Like kickboxing is, if I had to choose a way to fight a dude.
Greg gets hard thinking about kicking. No.
It's a good thing. Good thing we wear cups.
Yeah, I noticed when we spar inside, the action's obviously so much more quicker paced, just because
we're always close together.
Yes,
we're never far apart.
Yes. Aww. So you'll see the big moments coming up here pretty quick. This doesn't go well for too long. This was our shortest training session. Not our most bloody though.
No,
I would rather take what happened in this one over what happened last time, or not last time, but when my nose got broke. That was horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah. I'd rather just gotten knocked out. Yeah.
Please just knock me out.
It was a lot, especially this one. I've had one of the very first times, well, not the very first time, but I got that kick to the head.
Yeah, back before we were recording this stuff.
Yeah, and I didn't even get knocked out, but just the jar to my jaw just sucked so bad. Yeah, I think it's coming up here. Greg goes Super Saiyan here. Instead of saying he's above 9,000.
Notice the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Just watch it when it comes.
Yeah. It's always the fall that gets you.
Well, to be fair, I'll say it. I'll explain it after it happens because it'll probably help explain the blood later too.
Yeah. Well, originally I was gonna put this at the end, but I'm like, no, we'll explain the blood in the other video.
Yeah. So this is part of explaining as to why the other video happened like it did.
There it is.
So when you fell, yeah, that was like fuck balls.
Yeah. First I want to say it's so cool how tight you can get. Oh, it just cut off there. How tight you can get your kicks.
Yeah, that's a kick I kind of like made up back in the day when it was kind of like in between spinning back hook kick and spinning back kick.
Yeah.
But your head hit the back of the couch when you fell, which is why this video will inevitably come so much bloody, because on the back of Dan's head he has a big laceration, which this is only like what, a week or a week and a half after that last video?
This is a week, no more than a week and a half after.
So like that cut is still pretty fresh.
Yes. So I should also say that from other times I've had head injuries and things like that, this one was pretty, I don't know. It was the injury to the back of my head that really was the issue. I got, I was a little out of it. It just,
It came to, was good.
Yeah, I had those thunderclap headaches at one time where, geez, it was like for 4 days if I exerted myself or did anything, it freaking hurt. So this is the most enjoyable way I ever got knocked out.
Actually, speaking of hurting after a session, so the time we sparred in that video we just watched where you got knocked out, Dan afterwards is like, once he kind of came to and was like kind of better, he's like, let's go for a run. Because Dan.
Well, it wasn't that soon, but yeah, it was like a half hour later.
Yeah, he's like, let's go for a run. I'm like, okay, because we didn't get too much of a workout on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like, for 4 days after I ran with you, I'm not a runner, and my calves were literally killing me.
It's
so
my
the day,
consolation prize.
the day you got knocked out, I couldn't train for like a week.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So now we're just obviously because I did just get knocked out a week prior. I didn't want to take any more blows to the head yet, so we decided just to grapple, and that's what we're going to be doing today too. And it's really at this point it's more just because the cut on my head, while it's healed to the point it's okay for grappling. Unlike this video you'll see, it's still to the point where I don't know if it could take a blow and just not crack open and spew everywhere.
eventually, one's head has to heal.
Yeah, so I've been getting some really cool what the hell happened to your head moments every day.
Sure.
And I tell people, like, I'll get my ass knocked out.
The better story than I tripped and fell on a doorknob.
Yeah. So the one thing here, it was very surprising to me during this video, or no, during this training session, I should say, is how tight my hips were. And it's weird because I've been stretching, working my kicks more, and it just sometimes you just have a crappy day, I guess. Because you'll see even towards the end of the video, my legs just aren't being flexible. They're just not doing what I need them to do.
At the time, you could have fooled me.
And here, God, I should have started using my hands sooner. At one point, I really thought I could just get you with my legs. And I should have started using my hands a lot sooner.
Stupid legs.
I know. And the one thing I realized, I was going, and you'll see, like, I pick up the pace. I was going definitely way too, kind of, like, more technique. I should have been more, like, ugh.
Should have been more aggressive.
Yeah. I think there's one, just a little more aggressive.
Well, that worked to my advantage at the time.
Yeah. I love how dress casual you are. That was my son. He's fighting bad guys. But I love how Greg always dresses up for these events. One of these days, I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to be all dressed up.
3-piece suit.
Yeah.
Tie.
Remember Ryan's friend Adar? He was the Russian guy.
Yeah.
Adar was his name or something.
I could never pronounce it appropriately, and I never tried.
But we had some Christmas party years ago, and it was just drunken Christmas, doing a Chinese gift exchange thing. Well, he dressed nice for it.
Fancy pants.
And I felt like bad, so I freaking went upstairs and I found my dress. I came back down all dressed up, so me and him were dressed up for the Christmas party.
Nice.
Well,
I always try to say, always...
Look at him grabbing the couch. Remember that.
Any advantage I can get with you.
All right, it's on now.
I would sit in that chair and be like, grapple me now.
Yeah, grapple me now. Light it on fire.
Well, I don't know, the text you sent me yesterday was like, let's grapple in broken glass.
Yeah, that was a joke, Greg.
Oh.
So the one thing about Greg, he definitely, you never know with him. You'd be like, Greg, let's use butter knives, because I think that won't be too dangerous. Be like, all right, Greg might actually use a freaking butter knife. But
they'll only cut you so deep.
I think we've gone longer than Ronda Rousey went the other day. No. Oh my God. But this is where, like, even me trying to get my left foot there in the notch, behind my right leg, I just could not. My hips were just not doing it, and it was very frustrating.
Will you just stop putting me in figure 4 chokes, please?
Oh, I need them to work. Oh, so this part here, I realized I'm sitting there trying to choke you out, and I'm like, oh, his arm. The whole time I'm like, idiot, his arm is right there. And like literally he won't be able to do anything if you just apply some pressure to it and torque it. Twerk it. If I twerk
it, I can win this.
If I twerk your arm. I think this is where I started like, all right, let's get a little more aggressive. I'm not too sure though.
So this is where you start tapping me out every 2 minutes?
No, God, I'm not tapping you out every 2 minutes. But I can't wait for everyone to get to see the blood. I'll probably upload this next time I'm working out because it'll be easy. I can just drop the audio in there and let it roll. I still got to upload our cool new profile pic for our page. I think we have 5 fans now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
Yeah. So our next video we do after this will also be a grappling video, and then after that I think we'll be, because I just want to give it like another week or two, just for this to heal up. Cause you know how it goes, you start kicking and punching things, and start cracking open.
So as long as we're trying to hurt each other, ultimately that's what's important.
Yeah, I think it's freaking hilarious. Our first video? No, our second video. We talked about how we always walk that fine line with like injury and not injury, and we're like, yeah. The very next video, here's me, knocked out.
I've never been good at balancing on lines.
I'm gonna be all punch drunk, by video 5.
Well, at least the name of our thing will be appropriate.
I know. Oh, jeez. It's okay, bud.
And there you go.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Friggin'.
That's like one of my like go-to. When I was in the Marines, I was grappling this one guy, Carazino, and I mean he was huge. I mean just
Mine did a wrestle it, yeah.
That's right.
And he was this huge weightlifter guy, and I would always get him with that takedown. He would always grapple, would be in our camis and everything, and I'd always just grab his his pant legs and just knock him over. All right, come here, bud.
So, this is where like I'm attempting to get like a backwards shoulder lock, where like I was just using it to try and get out of the move you were doing.
Yeah.
And like, I
think I missed the jeez, the sweep I did. Because that's where I did that sweep and you had me in the arm. Yeah. So, me and Greg, I know we got this, I got knocked out the week before. I wanted to, get some cool moves. So I go on YouTube and I'm like, I want to learn some sweeps. And I do the freaking sweep to him. I'm all proud of it. And I just kind of did not pay attention to anything else and realized then he had my freaking arm. And I'm like, God damn it, Greg. I did the sweep I learned on YouTube, you motherfucker.
YouTube didn't show me this part.
You'll see at points I try to do the rubber guard and I just couldn't do it properly because I just had no flexibility in my hips. Once again, I'm talking about my bitch ass hips.
There you are, passing my guard every time.
Yeah. Now after I saw your little couch move there, what did I get you to do?
I think we were like too far to the side or something.
Oh yeah.
To the center.
So that's the one thing. Whenever you see us break and start over, it's not always. It's because I started bleeding. And we just
there we go.
Now the fun's really starting. But now I saw your little couch maneuver. It's on today.
How did Greg get all of his fingers broken?
So that's the one thing that was in the. I had my formal grappling training a little bit at the kickboxing school while I was in high school, but mainly it was stand up. And then I get in the Marine Corps, and whenever you'd grapple guys, it was 10 times different than how you do it in jiu-jitsu school. You could twist their fingers, you could do all those little dirty tricks. And I didn't realize how much I would rely on they got a choke, and I just grab the guy's finger and bend his finger back. So there's gonna be a lot of just
small joint manipulation is a.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, not talked about, but it's a good way to really.
I had a guy eye gouged me one time.
Really?
Yes. And I got him in an arm bar, but it was just a lot of dirty shit. You know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, that's an environment where rules aren't necessarily gonna help.
Yeah. That's my daughter Eva. She is a princess. She's spinning around and dancing for us. You'll actually see Eva in the video later on, attacking Greg with a knife. All right, so here we go. Greg asked me if I have hepatitis, and I said maybe, and we just kept going.
Boom.
Have Batman go fight a bad guy. So here we go. Now it's once the blood hit the water here, definitely up the intensity of the grappling.
Just kind of came to terms with it.
This is us grappling. You'll see us do it in a little bit, baby.
Can I sit on the lap?
Yes. Say hi.
There was my monkey jump.
Baby, go hi, YouTube.
Hi, too.
Oh. Don't touch the computer, though. You can definitely tell, oh my God.
Monkey jump.
Oh.
So, Greg's never done these monkey jump things before. And all of a sudden, just having him, in the air over top, I'm like, oh.
Get down.
All right, get down, go play, baby.
Okay.
Go play.
Bye.
Bye, baby. Yeah, this is definitely where things were amped up more. There's just, I don't know, blood does that, I guess.
Your sight goes red with blood.
Yeah. Never drank so much coffee before grappling. We'll see how that goes. But I have an empty stomach, so
there will be a lot more
Yeah.
energy and a lot more vomiting.
You were doing a lot of ankle locks and a lot of leg locks, I noticed this time.
You know, to be fair, you don't give me much.
Yeah. Well, I do try to, like, the one thing I would not do this time is my roll, where I do that, like, somersault. So, like, I can't do that, like, every time. Like, it just, like, I can't be a
No,
one-trick
just
pony.
keep at it. Just keep at
I
it.
know. Well, you know, eventually you just, like, grab my legs in midair. So what goes through your mind when, like, is it just kind of, you said before, go ahead.
Yeah, this is where like your mindset and I are very different, and how I think like why our comfort zones in fighting are so different. It's like you're like a clockwork. You're doing equations in your head. You're like figuring out the steps involved. I like react.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I literally like my mind almost like shuts down, and so for me it's like feeling. It's almost like body mechanics. Like his leg is here. It's pushing in this direction. Do I move this way? And like my body will kind of do it. So sometimes that like is good for unpredictability. Unfortunately, that also probably puts me in a lot of bad positions when I'm grappling.
Yeah. I feel. Yeah. I definitely. I'm not. I don't want to say I'm thinking like 10 steps ahead, but I'm definitely thinking further down the road. You know what I mean? Like when I'm doing moves. Like if I put you right through the glass. If I put you in my guard, it's with an idea of like, all right, I'm going to put on my guard to accomplish this. It's just not like, let me pull guard and see what happens. You know what I mean? It's I'm always trying to work towards something, else. Is it 10 steps down? No, it's probably like 3 steps down the road. But I do everything for a purpose for the most part.
Yeah, mine is just like, hit him. That's what my body's saying.
Hit him. Yeah, Greg's definitely a striker. My one bouncer friend Dan, you can tell he's getting like a little more interested, and he's like, I don't know how I'd handle it if I sparred. I'm like, dude, you trained before, didn't freak out, you know, like you control your temper. But I would like him to train just because he's so freaking huge.
It's a different dynamic.
Yeah, just muscling me around like your prom date. So there, I'm trying to go for a sweep, but. So this is probably one of those moments where I'm trying to like recalculate. Okay, like what's my plan? What am I trying to do?
But also, and this is also a spot where I can just tell from how you slid off my head is like this. We're getting more slippery now.
Yeah. And one thing, like whenever it comes to heel hooks or ankle locks, I usually, especially obviously in training, I tap very quickly, just because I've been told before. Whenever it comes to more tendons and stuff, it's harder for you to sense when they're gonna necessarily snap. Hey, baby. So I don't really like. You know, joint locks, you know.
That's a line you don't want to walk.
Yeah, joint locks, you got the kitchen timer on, you know when it's going to pop. Like, once you start stretching tendons and stuff, you really can't, at least I can't sense as well, you know, when it's getting too far. So I'll just be like, all right, you know, once the pressure's on, like literally the pressure's on the...
Now, you don't, like, considering how often I'm trying to push you away with my legs and create distance, you don't go for them all that often.
No, it's just because I've never been trained extensively in them. Now today I'm going to go for them. But,
Great.
But no, and it's just because it's foreign. I just, you know, I've just been so busy. I've been meaning to kind of like study them a bit more and more, leg locks and stuff. But I also think it's because I'm a smaller guy and I usually grapple bigger guys. And since I'm not familiar with them, I usually end up in a bad position of someone on top of me in an awkward position. And I just kind of shy away from them. You know, man, you just let me get them out there.
Well, I think we went back to the center of like the spot, and we're like...
There's the one time where I just like pushed your face over. I was all proud of that. I may have already missed that. I don't know. But I like it. The one thing I like about when we grapple, and I mean, we could do this with sparring too. I really like it how we just grapple for an extended period of time.
That's my preference.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of rounds.
I think the only reason I like doing rounds when we box and kickbox is because I suck. And I enjoy the minute just to be like, all right, I get a break. You know. So yeah, see, I could not, for the love of God, easily get my foot. You can even tell there's still a gap there. Like, I don't have my foot all the way in.
Well, I think that was, like, there was a couple times where you kept going for the figure 4 chokes. And, like, I think eventually I was able to, is this the thing where I was, like, literally, so you know how, like, if you're getting bored and you're sitting on a table and you have your hand on your chin like that? Like, I realized that when you were, like, doing a lot of the figure 4 chokes, if I just did that on your stomach, like, if you pulled me in with the choke, I had my one hand here under my chin, so it was harder for you to, like, get it in the spot to get the appropriate choke. And the farther down you push, the more my elbow was just going in your stomach. So I'm like, do it. Probably look lazy, but it's really my best defense.
No, it works
right now.
See, because the one thing wanted to work it's crazy. I wanted to work the rubber guard so much, and I just fucking couldn't.
Just wasn't the day for it.
No rubber guard.
I'm-
I don't think my hips are gonna be any more loose today. Let's see here. I should like set the fire in the fireplace so we have like smash into like another, because it gets real hot right there on the stones and stuff.
As another element. It's like,
Yeah.
why do you keep rolling Greg onto the stones?
I am gonna have to like obviously clean up and vacuum before we do it. The kids just destroyed it.
Don't mind the wooden swords and the plastic
Crumbs.
guns that are
Yeah.
all over the place. I said at this point I'm probably like, I'm so dead right now.
Taking a break. I think I just wanted to wipe my head again. I don't know.
Probably. Whatever, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care.
Well, this is me when we do rounds when we kickbox. Like I want the breaks, like and you want the breaks when we grapple. It's just, and it's really like not really when we box, like because boxing I feel
it's more your comfort zone.
Yeah, I feel comfortable enough. Not that you don't challenge me really well when we box, but it's I don't have to worry about your damn feet. I'm okay. It's a challenge, but it's a challenge I understand. It's like taking a math test, but you just kind of learn the equations when I kickbox you. Like, it's just, But I also thought about what you said, we should do more MMA sparring. We just got to find how and where. Because obviously just the momentum, we'd be smashing into
just need a
walls
lot
and
more
shit.
distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like somebody would eventually go through a window, like one way or
Instead
another.
of a cage in the backyard. I wonder if I'd have to go to
Why did you buy a trampoline to just take that top part off?
That's what it could be, like take the legs off the trampoline and just put it on the ground.
There you go, right there.
Be like, what? I just didn't finish assembling my trampoline anyway.
Why is your trampoline all
I
bloody?
had like neighborhood fights. They're lovely.
Someone, I think it's been passing on Facebook. I don't know if it's real, but it's almost like a Tinder for fist fights.
Yes, I heard. No, it is real.
That is real. It's a thing.
Yes, it is real.
I feel like that's going to be a fantastic way for people to get murdered.
Yeah,
It's just
Craigslist accomplished that enough.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, let's meet up. Oh, I'm pissed off now that you kind of were winning this fight, so I'm going to pull out the knife I brought with you weren't supposed to and stab you to death.
We just need to make it more official. They need like a ring to go to and sign some waivers that if they do pull out a knife. So Greg is the master of don't armbar me because apparently he got drilled like that, like a motherfucker.
So when I was a professional fighter and I was training for my pro fight, one of the things that would happen all the time is like I'm not a grappler. It's just not my style. It's not my shtick. So a lot of it just went to defense as far as my coaches were going and be like, get you back into a comfort zone where you can hit the guy and, or if little bits of moves, can at least get you where you need to be. So one of the defenses that they drilled into me pretty hardcore was armbar defense, where just like you twist a certain way and you can get out of it and puts you into a side guard, puts you into a side mount. And there you go. So I'm generally more willing to give people my arm. Not as much anymore since I got injured my shoulders a whole bunch. I don't give nearly as much as I used to.
No,
but
come over here, don't worry.
That's what I go for. And so this is you can tell we're getting more slippery now because your hands keep slipping off my head.
Yeah.
It's more of a struggle.
And it's always oh good, I'm slippery, I can get out. And then I get you into something god damn it, we're slippery, I can get out.
I hate this part.
Yeah, love hate. God, I feel my damn hips. See, look, there's guy. I just could not, for the love of me, get my foot in there. Yeah, well, I stretched the shit out of my hips before we grappled today.
There you go. Just have your kids one sit on each leg and just start yoga practice moves until you're the most flexible guy in the room.
Yeah, I used to do yoga. That's tough if you never.
I've never actually done yoga.
How's my cut look, bud?
Looking pretty better.
Pretty bad. All right.
Good.
The doctor cleared me.
I was about to say it's official now.
Until we're tired.
So that was because we don't have the audio, so but that was the move where you're putting your thing on me and just look at me in the eyes, up to all guys. I'm like, I feel it too.
Well, at one point I'm like, dude, look at your button or look at your shirt or something. I almost had you. You sure you don't want to put another shirt on today?
This is the only one I have.
Oh my god.
This will work.
I can find a t-shirt for you.
Dude, you can buy.
Your wife's gonna be like, you son of a bitch, you're ripping all this nice shit.
You can buy button downs for $2 at Goodwill. That's where I get most of my things.
I got it, baby. I'm still gonna find I should find my old gi pants. So this way I don't I had by the rug burn on my knees. I looked like a hooker after a late night. Here, come here, bud. I get it for you. Yeah, here, I'll bring it over to you.
Mom, is it right here?
Okay. Let me just pick at it then. It's still hot. Give it a second. This is where I push your face over.
Probably.
I think we already missed that part.
This is yum.
No, that's where you push me over. Come here, baby.
So with Dan, like it's just I'm just letting the anybody watching this know that like it's good to be aggressive with Dan. Dan will if you're getting laxadays and you're getting tired, Dan will take advantage of it, and Dan's good at taking advantage of it. And so he will. That's why like getting tired is not the best option. It's like I have to learn to like keep it aggressive enough, but I can't get so aggressive that I'm dead because then you'll literally throw me around like a rag doll.
Yeah, I definitely like it when I grapple people and they're tired. Yeah, I'm blowing on my son's waffles just so you know. Oh, they're not hot anymore. Once again, my tight hips. I know. So you and your tight hips. I always talk about those.
And this is actually, I'm pretty sure this is one of the things where I was like doing the sitting in front of a TV with your hand on your chin thing.
Yeah. I actually appreciated that right there because you stretched my legs out a bit.
See, you're
Yeah.
What are friends for?
I know. It actually helped. This is where I think I know, like, just give it up, do something else. You can tell we're tired because I think we just...
No, eventually.
Oh, you can see the blood on the back of my head now.
Nice.
Yeah. What's on
classy.
your period? Yeah, I was bleeding. At some point, Eva makes an entrance with a Ninja Turtle knife.
That's
Yeah.
pop the collar, Greg. Pop the collar.
Gotta look good while you're doing it.
Gotta keep it classy.
Well, that's when I was in the Marine Corps. We used to say, like, there's the term high speed. You're high speed, like you're an operator. You're special forces. And my one team leader is like, first rule of being high speed, you need to look high speed. Rule 2, if you look high speed, you are high speed. And that's it. Training's so secondary.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely, like, when you get tired, I can do so much more.
You're just like manhandling me. I'm like, just breathe.
Oh my god, horrible choke. Alright, no one choke people like I choke people. It's bad. Do blood chokes. I really need to start doing blood chokes. When I choked out Jen's cousin that one time, I like readjusted to make sure I had a blood choke.
That you didn't break his windpipe?
Yes. Well, I sat there and like...
That's kind of you. That's generous.
I thought it was very polite.
That's gentleman's
He was
choke,
being
if
a
you
dick.
will. Yeah, but your chokes are fast and furious.
Yeah.
And there you are going to armbar, whatever.
I will get... have I ever gotten you in an armbar?
You got me... I think it was before we started filming, but you've at least gotten me an armbar once, because you were like, I've never gotten you in an armbar before.
I think I've... Yeah,
and I'm like, I'm glad I could be your first.
Yes. Let me make like a...
For all that armbar defense I learned.
I know, no, it's like you
still got me.
Yeah, look, it's just... I just burped there. 2 old men just standing there.
Can we just talk about this? Can we just talk about our differences? Just have a discussion.
You're welcome.
One of the things I also try to I take into account when we grapple is distance. Is like, is he in a spot where he can easily get me fast? Where like from there, see, this is like you're doing like your slow moving.
I just do weird shit because I know Greg's tired and I know it messes with him. Like, so this is one of those moments I don't have a plan. It's really just kind of like...
This is my Buddha statue moment.
Yeah, it's just kind of like I know he's tired. I know Greg's like, there it is.
There's the face push.
Yeah, I was so proud of that one because Greg's just tired. But yeah, when I do stuff like that, it's really just because I kind of know like...
It'll work.
Greg's tired. I can play mind games with him. Start telling him look at the buttons on his shirt and stuff like that. But I think my old gi pants are upstairs. I'll wear those today.
There you go.
This way it's even, because I really don't try to grab your jeans too much, but this way we can...
To be fair, dude, you're allowed to. Like, yeah. I'm not gonna get insulted.
It's called no-gi, Greg. It's called no-gi grapple.
No-gi grapple.
Yeah.
It's called Greco-Roman grappling.
Yeah. So there's this,
He probably choked me out.
Every once in a while I like to go online, I'll look up, like, people getting disqualified at, like, jiu-jitsu tournaments and stuff. And it's usually just slams. But there's this one guy, he's from Boston, and it's easy to find. And anyway, it's like I guess a lower skill level match. And they're like, no, he tries to knee bar the guy. And they're like, oh, no knee bars are allowed. And he's like, no knee bars. And it's like this, like, what the motherfucker, no knee bars. And he's just yelling it, freaking out. It's so funny because it's just that heavy, like, Boston, no knee bars. What the fuck, motherfucker, no knee bars.
Aww. So at that point, before that, you were showing me something, probably explaining to me a move you did.
Oh, what, my hands on your knees?
Probably.
Yeah, well, that's just me playing my games.
I don't even. Half the time, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, this is where we're cleaning?
This is for Jen. She'll appreciate this. We figured, let's get some of the blood up now.
Real life martial arts that they don't talk about in MMA.
Well, it's really, oh my god, look at the blood. It's really, I don't know why Jen would be like, well, tomorrow we're going to go buy a new carpet. Like, no, we don't need one. Yeah, man, I'm bleeding.
Well, it's a good thing we took that into account and stopped like adults.
Yeah, good thing I had a little bit of hair in my head during this session, so kind of like, today I shaved yesterday, so it just bleed. I didn't razor it though. Hi, Mr. Miyagi. Scrub. You think Mr. Miyagi molested Danny Russo?
They never once again they never talk about it, but it's one of those things where like wax on, wax off is
He was pretty mentally weak. I mean,
they had to make him strong.
Yeah.
The only 2 times I've heard wax on, wax off was in that movie and porn. So
my gym teacher used to say it to me in the showers, but this is horrible. Oh, here comes Eva.
What?
No, this is like 10 something at night, right?
Yeah, this is really late at night too. Here you are, baby. Come here.
What is
Eva's in the video.
it?
By the way, guys, if you get blood on your carpet, cold water very quickly before it like congeals is a good way to just like get it up and
But
get
where's me?
really
You
bad.
were sleeping.
You were asleep, bud.
Eva's doing her ballet.
She's
Hey,
showing me
guys.
all these cool moves.
Back down. Go play.
Where's me?
Go play, baby. You'll see later.
Is that me?
Yeah.
That is you.
You're pretty.
You're
let
showing me what's
baby
up.
play with those, man. You guys go play with those. Go play in the front room. No glue. Go play with man. Play together. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. This is a secret kung fu technique she's practicing.
Well, you know how some like football players say they like take ballet for balance and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like any dancers I watch, I'm like that could actually be probably be a pretty good move. Like man, he could kick really well.
What's his name? He's died of cancer now. He was in Roadhouse and Dirty Dancing.
Oh, sorry, dude. I suck with people.
He was in Point Break. Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it. How do I not know his name?
But that guy.
Yeah, well, he, did dancing. That's why he was good in, like, all the fighting scenes. He could like, kick and punch and stuff. Like, he was just very, I almost noticed a little bit of more of a dance move when he kicks people in Roadhouse. How do I not know his name?
Don't worry, but after the video ends, you'll remember it, and then we'll have to edit it and like just throw it in there.
Yeah. So Eva, usually at these moments, is holding court. Thank you. She's holding court. Oh, she's talking about the blood on my head.
Yeah.
She's gonna go find
And
something.
the pug,
Oh, she's doing good. She's gonna get rid of the pug for us.
or at least try.
I was explaining to Jen last night. I go, it's not as nerve-wracking when the kids are running around when we're grappling. It's more when we're kickboxing, because that's when you don't want them to run in there and just get punted across the room. This is like we just roll on top of them. This is a little easier.
Much easier for them to avoid. They just grab on and roll with us.
Yeah, she's hyping us up here, I guess.
She's
Yeah.
what's the name of the girl that walks around with the round numbers?
The ring girl.
There you go.
And we're doing bad with names today.
I get choked out and hit in the head too much.
Yeah. It's so cool, bud. Thank you.
Thank you for
my
sharing.
Kids are making us arts and crafts. There's Eva. Looks like she's got done stabbing Greg.
That's actually where a lot of the blood came from. We edited those parts out. I'm actually hurting a lot more than I think I look like I am.
I find these videos like so not stressful compared to the videos. Hey Jen, I got to do for our business, because those I got to edit. I got to worry about everything. These I just completely just don't cut anything out. It's just these are the videos.
You get to spend 3 minutes of your life watching us clean.
I know. Yeah, I know. Or just looking at our carpet.
Hardcore martial arts.
I know.
And this is
Greg's like, so
you
glad
want
I
to-
get a
oh
break.
god,
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm like, oh, at this point, so just wrench limbs. That's what I do at this point. I'm like a caveman. I'm like, just wrench.
Well, this
twist.
is where I'm like, now I can really use my technique. I don't have to muscle as much. Or like if I want to, muscling will work so much better. There's so many times when like I'd get in fights with guys that were bigger than me, and once they gassed, it's like, wow, I'm really good at fighting. And it's really just because they're so damn tired and moving so slow.
That's
like,
generally why I actually like fighting guys that are bigger than me, because they gas. And also, I guess for stand up, like I'm better at controlling myself with stand up than I get gas faster with grappling into a stand up. So, but I generally like going to the guys that are bigger than me because they gas quicker.
Yeah.
And then see, now you're just like, I'm gonna go fast and furious, and I'm like,
Yeah. See, I just like put your.
and I'm like a turtle. I'm like, just turtle up. Just let him bleed on you. Maybe he'll pass out from loss of blood.
Yeah, see, here I should have taken my right leg and try to control your leg, but I didn't. Like, it's these little things I got to start doing. Because this way it would be harder for you to see how you're trying to scoot out of it. Mm-hmm. So I'd have,
I see, you still got me.
Still worked, but
mattered.
I'm just loving the blood. You can actually see the red hue on my face. Oh my god. Are you going to do one of your frog jumps again? Leaps of faith.
I might try, but even if I did, it would not be pretty.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think you still managed to get me a few times. Oh, that's when you had your elbow in my throat, and I didn't want to feel any more of it. So, Greg,
that wasn't actually me trying to choke him out.
Yeah, Greg had his elbow right on the center of my throat with all his weight. And I could feel him wanting to kind of like spin a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna try and go for like from almost like from a side mount to like a north.
And I just didn't.
South.
I didn't want to experience that. I was like, it's not. My windpipe's not going to experience that. I'll just tap. I'm like, it's just training. I'm good. Just roll with it.
How good are your neck muscles?
Yeah, I was okay. I was like, whatever. It's funny though, because I remember that. I thought we were closer to the chair when that happened. That's the one thing. Like when I went back and watched the video, I'm like, oh, okay. And then we're back. So my memory card filled up. Apparently I had hours and hours of other crap on here. So it's gonna be a little out of sequence now, but I think we'll manage.
Whatevs.
So gave Greg time to eat rolls. So I always love, like, I don't know, you know how it is once you're warmed up. I always enjoy the grappling sessions or the sparring sessions towards the end so much more. And also because you're tired.
Yeah.
I always try to roll you, and I can barely ever do it. You only have about like 5 more minutes. Yeah.
And there's my. So I'm pretty sure half guard is one of my favorite spots.
Yeah.
Because it's a defensive position, so I don't have to worry about trying to do anything to the other guy, so I don't have to feel bad about myself because I'm a horrible grappler. And it makes it a lot easier for me to stop anybody else from doing anything.
There's that one choke I do at the end too, where I just literally just choke your throat. Yeah, I was like, let me give this a try. I think I was trying to roll you again. Oh, I'm trying to get my arm out. That's what I was trying to do.
See, I didn't know what you were doing. I just knew you had your arm
I think
out.
this is where I throat choke you.
So
It's like a rape choke.
one of the things nobody ever talks about is like blood chokes, how they work, cut off circulation in your brain. Once you do passes out, you can technically do that with your fingers.
Yeah.
You're just like, ah.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's why like you can just chop someone on their neck and drop them.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it cuts that blood. There's a video online. It's 2 Marines. There's always 2 stupid Marines, and the one guy is like, "Yeah, go ahead and try it," and he just chops them on the neck and drops them. That's why, like, when you kick somebody there, you can freaking. I think if you had to get knocked out though, that's kind of better because your brain doesn't get fucked up.
Yep. And the windpipe's not on that side, so it's not going to.
Yeah.
So you'll be a healthier person later in life for that.
Yes. So they should only allow no head strikes, just punches to the neck and throat.
Only neck strikes.
So this is probably gonna be our last time we go. Yeah, because it's a 40-minute. We may just stop actually, because it's 39 seconds in a 41-minute video or something. 39 minutes in a 41-minute video.
No, I think we might go one more because I remember it ended with like you choking me.
The
out.
rape choke, yeah.
And like so it.
One thing, like when we lock up like this, I remember like back to when I did like Goju karate, and like someone grabs your wrist and you twist it around and like do a wrist lock.
Why did my karate school moves from like when I was 9 never work?
Why won't you work? I'm still waiting for like, you know, when we're old men in the UFC, if it's still around, has developed to a point where like maybe people get proficient enough and like Aikido and crap will work.
Thank you.
Aw. People are gonna hear us say like "aw" and "thank you" like at random points in the video. That's my kids giving us presents. They want Christmas bad.
Maybe if we give you a present now, you'll give us one later.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah. I want that armbar so bad, motherfucker. Danny, did you tickle mommy?
Yeah, I kind of remember this position being like one of those things where you,
that's where
I'm pretty sure that was the last tap out.
Yeah, I think that's where I think we're done here. Are we going again? No, we're repositioned.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
See, now, you know, and I always wonder why people say that, like, in UFC, everyone always looks so angry, because they're always hugging.
I know.
There's so much embracing.
Yeah. I found a comment interesting one time. I think it was Joe Rogan made it on his podcast. Like how in the UFC, if there's no action on the ground, they start them standing again. And it's kind of funny, just like that mindset of like, well, this is where a fight should start. Like, there's no concept of like, well, start them on the ground. You know, like why is standing? But it makes sense. It's entertainment, stuff like that. But
it's as much entertainment as it is
fighting. I'm definitely a purist, though. I wish they still had, you know, just no time limits, just let them fight. That's why I like that grappling tournament Metamorph so much, because it's just 30 minutes. We either win or it's just going to be called a draw. You know what I mean? Like that's all it is. You know, and it makes everyone use more true technique, no stalling or bullshit like that.
Yeah, no point gathering or harvesting.
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 What is this, Minecraft?
Harvesting points.
Oh my god. I'm crafting an armbar. Oh my god.
Son of a bitch.
I held on, man.
Get off me.
I think this is where I like pulled your collar a bit or something.
Fine, I'll pop your collar if you won't.
I'm gonna try collar chokes today.
Do it.
Dan, just give up on the armbar. Nothing's gonna happen.
Not today. Oh no, I think you were probably making your way to a figure 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After this, I'll go find my old jiu-jitsu pants. It's so easy to sweep you, like when you're tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the blood, look at that. This is a good end here. You get to see the blood on my head. So we got a new subscriber to our YouTube channel.
Yay!
Wait, what's your YouTube channel name? Or YouTube?
Punch Drunk.
No, yours. Like, do you have one?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's some random guy then. Oh, that was me doing a dick elbow like he did in my throat. Returning the favor.
Fuck you, Greg.
Yeah. All right, this is where I do the throat choke here. I just kind of realized how tired you were. Like, I could just literally take my hand and just rape choke you.
And this is the most real choke you'll ever see.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to see like an MMA fight where the guy just goes like that.
Is that a legal move? Are you allowed to?
Yeah, it is, but I mean, it's obvious if the guy is skilled enough.
You can just armbar.
Yeah, you just armbar him or punch him or something, you know. And there it is there. So, all right, I'll probably upload this in a couple days. Whoever watches it, thank you for watching. This is Dan and Greg.
Pleasure as always.
Yeah, I don't know if my camera has enough juice to film this session, but we'll just film some of it, whatever we get. But thank you for watching.
See you guys.
Bye.